Y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. Y'all, I was thinking, so there have been some changes in what we need to do to remove digital rights management or DMR stuff from our books. And I did a short on it the other day. Y'all might have seen that. But I went back and watched my short, and it's really short and it's really fast. And I feel like if you knew what I was talking about going into it and you just needed the details, maybe it made perfect sense. But if you didn't already know what I was talking about, you probably thought I was speaking Greek. So here's what I want to do. I want to take a minute. I want to talk about digital rights management, why it's on our books, and why we might want to remove it from both ebooks and audiobooks. So I tell you what, y'all go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. I will get us set up on the computer so that we can go through and step by step talk about why we have digital rights management, how we can remove it, and then what we can do with things once we've taken the DRM stuff off of it. All right, so let me get on the computer and I'll meet y'all over there. All right, y'all, I'm all set up on my computer. So let's talk about digital rights management. If you've ever bought a book on, say, a Kindle, a Nook, any kind of device like that, so bought a book from, say, Amazon to read on your Kindle, and you've ever tried to figure out how to be able to read it on another device, you've come up against DRM, or digital rights management. And what that is those booksellers' ways of keeping you sort of locked into their ecosystems. So if you can come up with a way to get rid of that digital rights management on the books that you've bought, you can read them on other devices. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So first, let's jump on the computer and look at a really popular software called Calibre. All right, here we are. So obviously we are on my computer, and here is my Calibre desktop. And you'll see, well, let's go to Turtles all the way down. And you can see right here, see this can I highlight that? AZW3. So that's an Amazon format book. So I don't know what those letters mean, but that means it's an Amazon book. And I've already converted it to an EPUB book. So I can now use this on devices that support EPUB format, which is a lot of them. But I just downloaded this one, and you can see it's just AZW3. So if I tried to drag this onto like a Kobo or a Books device or something, if I didn't put it in my Amazon app in my Books device, if I just tried to download it to like the generic reader on the Books device, it wouldn't work. So I need to convert this to an EPUB format. So if I go to convert, and you can see, let me drag it over. This is huge. Oh, there we go. I can make it little. So let me get it to where we can see the whole thing. See up here in the upper corner where it says output format EPUB? If I hit OK, I get a big, uh-oh, cannot convert the newcomer. This book is locked by DRM, Digital Rights Management. Y'all, that's not fun. We don't like this party. So what I'm going to do is show you what plugins you need for Calibre and what you need to do to sort of jiggle them about to get them to work with your Amazon downloaded books, books that you purchased on Amazon. You got to have bought the books. So first thing we need to do is we need to go and download the DRM software. And I'll put a link in the description of where to get this software. And of course, y'all, I've already done this. And I have it, let me just show you from here. I have it sitting on my computer. So it's in this, it's called deDRM, and it's sitting in this deDRM folder. And y'all make sure you get the most recent version of it, because Amazon has changed something recently, and the older version, at least for me, the older version wasn't working. So let's open this bad boy up. Sorry, y'all, had to take a little break there. The furry felons needed a comfort break. The brown man was at the door, but we're back. So I believe we were about to unzip deDRM on into our Calibre. So here's how we do that. We go up here to, so we're in Calibre. We go to Preferences, click Preferences, and that pulls up this little window that gives us plugins. Did we do this? Sorry, I don't remember where we were before. I had kind of one of these, but we're back. So we're going to load plugin from file. And now I said I've already got the deDRM file on my computer. I'll link in the description where you can get that. And now I just go to it, double click, and Bob's your uncle pulls it up, says installing this installing this plugin is a security risk, yakety schmackety. And now it wants to restart Calibre. So, all right, restart Calibre. Okay, so we're back in, we're hot, now we're cooking with peanut oil. There's one other thing that we have to do, but y'all, I want to just add one little jiggle in here. So some people have said that they don't have to do this to get their Calibre to work, but we might have talked about this before. Y'all, this day has gone so completely off the rails for me. I don't know what we've talked about and what we haven't. So let me say this. There is an Amazon file type or a Kindle file type called KFX, I think. I'm going to tell you once I get in here because I'll know it when I see it. But I've read that you need to add this to be able to DRM. See what I mean? Some Kindle books. So go back to preferences, go to plugins, and just go to get new plugin, because this one is actually like in the gubbins of your Calibre. You just have to pull it up. So we're going to tell it, I'm going to say all, and it's, that's it, KFX. So you can see it's already installed on my machine because I did all this and then I deleted my Calibre and brought it back in. So I think it remembered some of my jiggles and some of them it didn't. So the KFX input is already in there. I'm going to have it install KFX output and tell it to install that. Blase, blase. And then now it's going to want to restart again. So I should have waited to restart before, but let's just go ahead and restart it now. So you know what, while it's doing that, let's do this. In order to deDRM Kindle books, we're going to have to add the serial number from one of our Kindles to Calibre. So y'all, the easiest way I've found to do this, you can go into your Kindle, find the serial number, and just type it in. That never ever works for me. I always transpose numbers or put in a letter instead of a number or do something. So to me, the easiest thing to do is just go into your Amazon on your computer, go into your list, and if you just hover over this little arrow up here, it'll give you your list. Just go to devices right here. And if you click on, oops, I didn't hit devices. I don't know what this is. Look, we can watch movies. Y'all don't judge me. Do not stop it. Get out of there. Don't be movie stalking me. Go to devices, and you can have it list all your Kindles. Now, if you have a bunch of different Kindles, it might behoove you to go in and name them. So I've named my Office Kindle, because this is the one that I want to use for Calibre. So you see in here, Office Kindle. So if I click on Office Kindle, which I'm not going to do right now because I'm not going to tell y'all my serial number, but if I click on Office Kindle, it'll pull up the serial number. I can just copy it, and then I'll show y'all where we're going to paste it. In the interest of not being here all day, let me go ahead and show you one more thing while we're still in Amazon. So let's go back to that list of lists and go to Content Library. And let's talk about how we're going to get books from Amazon into Calibre. So we go to our books, and y'all, this has to be books that you already own, like that you've bought for Kindle. That's the books that we're dealing with. So I'm going to skip down a few pages because I've already done a lot of these. But before we do that, I know we're going to be here all day, but let me just show y'all this book. It's called Bird, Bath, and Beyond. How cute is that? I know it's probably the dumbest book ever. I literally bought it just for the title. Then I showed it to the intern. I was like, look, it's Bird, Bath, and Beyond. And he kind of rolled his eyes, and I was like, no, you don't get it. Bird, Bath, and Beyond, like Bed, Bath, and Beyond. And he just looked at me like, oh no. I got it. All right, let's do this one. I don't think I've done the KISS quotient yet. So here's what we're going to do. You scroll it up so my big head isn't in the way. So you pick a book and you go to More Actions. And then you see Download and Transfer via USB. You click on that and you have to tell it, when you tell it which Kindle you want, you have to tell it the one that you're going to put in Calibre. So the one that I just copied the serial number for, that's the one I'm going to tell it. So click that, click download, and now it's in my downloads. So when I go over to Calibre, I just click Add Books, and look, it's right there. And it just imports it. So, and then I can do my converting or whatever I need to do to it. But now let's get back on track and let me show you where we're going to stick that serial number. I'm going to take a deep breath, because if everything went correctly, if I go back into Preferences and go to Plugins, if I go to File Type right here, I should see right there, deDRM. That's the one that we just loaded, that we just unzipped and told to go in and did all the things with. So now, here's the step that sometimes people don't know to do or forget to do or something. And look right there, there's that KFX thing that we just added. So if we double click on deDRM, we get this, a whole bunch of words, looks all kinds of like, wait, what do I got to do to what? All we need is this first Kindle e-ink ebooks. Click on that. And look, it remembered, even though I deleted all this stuff, and y'all saw I just added the plugin back in, it remembered the serial number of my Office Kindle. I didn't just add this, but if I were to want to add one, I just hit plus, and right now I can paste in the serial number of my Office Kindle that I just copied out of Amazon. So it's already in there. I close, tell it okay, get out of all of this. Actually, I'm going to hit apply, even though I didn't actually do anything. Get out of all of this. So now, y'all remember before when I tried to convert this? Now, I should be able to simply, oh, oops, no book selected. All right, select my book. Because look, you can see here, it's just AZW3, right? So, click, tell it convert. And now I can convert it to any one of these. I'm tempted to do a PDF, but I'm going to do EPUB anyway. And now just tell it okay. If you could see underneath my big head right down there, it says one job, and it's doing a job. And now job. Do y'all see right there? EPUB, book converted. So I was, I was going to be lazy, but my Kobo is plugged in. But I tell you what I really want to do is I want to drag that over onto my Books device. Because a Books device runs Amazon, well, I almost said Amazon. A Books device runs Android. So you can run Kindle, Nook, you can run all those things on there and read Kindle books, all those whatever kind of books in the apps on the device. But even if you're reading a Kindle book in a Kindle on a Books device, you still can't annotate directly into the book. And y'all, that drives me berserker. So what I want to do is drag that book directly onto my Books device. So let me pull that up. So Calibre sees my device, so I should be able to, if I highlight the book and click Send to Device, send to main memory, if I click on my device, yeah, see, this is all the junk on my device, and now the newcomer is on there. So let's just see, just for giggles. We're done with Calibre anyway, so I think that was everything I wanted to do on Calibre. So let's get out of there. Let's get off of here altogether for now. One more thing I wanted to show y'all, which is going to be a quickie because this has already been forever. All right, y'all, this is just a super duper quickie, but this is the sort of the cover of the main page of my Books device. And you can see, look, there's Artemis Fowl. But you can see, where is it? Oh, right there. There's Newcomer, the book that we just downloaded. And I think, there we go, yep. So, of course, I need to go in and set it up like to be landscape and all that. But look, I can write directly in the book. I can highlight. I can do all the things. I can trash that highlight. We're not going to get into all this. That's not what we're here for, but I just wanted to show you how easy it was to get that onto the device using Calibre. So there's one more thing, y'all. This is a super quickie. Just one more thing I want to show you. Much like your Kindle books, your Audible books also have DRM jiggles or wiggles or wires or software or whatever attached to them, that if you want to use them on different, like some people have servers, have their own servers, and they want to have their audiobooks on their servers. Or y'all, I cannot get it to work on my Kobo yet. I've read that supposedly it works on the Kobo, can't get it to work. So I'm going to say for now it doesn't, but if you want to download your Audible books in different formats to listen to it on different players, I'm going to show you how to do it. It is it is so easy. It's like 74,000 times easier than all of that Calibre stuff we just did. Watch, here's what you got to do. Okay, first we need to go to Audible and download a book we've bought. So y'all do not stalk me. Don't judge me for the trash that's in my Audible library. I ain't hearing it. So I'm going to go to my library. With that being said, let's go download some trash. Let's get, do y'all know the Agathas? This book is so good. Let's download the Agathas. So I'm going to download it. Okay, once it's downloaded, I'm just going to drag it to a file on my computer. And you see, I made myself a little Audible file. Now, I'm going to go to this website that I will link in the description. And y'all, there are lots of different ways to do this, but this one doesn't involve downloading anything onto your computer. Now, the Calibre, many people use Calibre. So I was very comfortable downloading Calibre onto my computer, doing the things we do with it, like as far as the use of that tool. Now, what you think about removing digital rights management software from books, audiobooks, from any of that stuff, like that's your own decision. I feel like because I've bought the books and I'm only doing it for my own use, like I'm not selling the books, I'm not renting them to anybody, I'm not doing anything with them except using them for my personal use on different devices. I feel like that's fine for me. That's your own choice to make. But where was I even going with this? Oh, aside from that, I feel like Calibre is safe to use because so many people use it. There's some, I feel like, fairly sketchy sites out there that you can go to and programs that you can download to remove digital rights management software from your books. And y'all, there are some super sketch people who will take these open source programs, package them together, or just make them look cute and then put them out for sale, like sell you free software or sell you things that you can find for free on the interwebs. Do not buy those. That drives me crazy. But anyway, so this program is really, well, it's a website. It's super easy and you don't have to download anything sketchy on your computer. All you got to do is go to this website and now you can see the Agathas here on my computer. And it's an AAX file format, which is what Audible does. So I'm going to take it and I'm just going to drag it and drop it in here. And I'm going to say request activation bytes. And it does that. And then I'm going to, and y'all, there are probably better, easier ways to do this. I don't know them, like as far as this website. So all I'm going to do is tell it Mac as my operating system on account of that's what I have. And I have figured out thus far that an M4B, I have a program like an app on my iPhone that'll play those and it recognizes chapters and the like. MP3 doesn't, but whatever. If you need it, whatever. We're not getting all up into this. So anyway, so I'm going to do M4B Mac and I'm going to tell it convert in browser. So I'm going to give it time to do that. And now it's done. It took about, I don't know, a minute. I should have timed it. Took less than a minute though. That's done. And then it uploaded to my computer. I can see it right here. So now I'm going to just drag it. See, now it's an M4B. I'm going to just drag it into that same little file folder. And now look, I can see the cover of the book. You can see I did these other ones. Look how cute they are. So now, just for giggles, I'm going to go ahead and drop this onto my phone. And now I just go on my phone, go into Book Player, which is just this little free, I'm sure there are better book apps you can download, but I just go into Book Player, go into the library. You can see I already have The Martian in here, but tell it add, import files, and it goes to my recents, and look, there's the Agathas right there. Tell it open. And it's imported the Agathas into my library, so now it's ready to listen to.
This is Audible.
By Kathleen Glasgow and Liz Lawson.
I mean, and of course it says this is Audible because the beginning of Audible Books say this is Audible. This is not Audible. We are outside Audible now, y'all. We are riding dirty. Anyway, so that's it, y'all. That's 2 ways that you can take content that you've bought with DRM software on it, strip off the DRM software so that you can use it on other devices and apps outside of those in the ecosystem in which you bought it. I hope that's helpful, y'all. Let me know in the comments. Do you use these? And if so, where do you buy your content and where do you use it outside of that ecosystem? Let us know in the comments. Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you made it this far, we are most definitely friends. So go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with those shenanigans. I upload food and fitness videos at the beginning of every week with some book videos sprinkled in between. See you on the next one.